both of them gave birth to boys. I was there for Amy's and had to rush over to Leanne's to make her birth too.
On the same day? That could not have gotten any worse. Yo, so many men are like, seeing my child be born was the most emotional day of my entire life. This dude has to do it twice in one day.
Initiating epic reaction skills. Preparing butts. Turning on microphone.
Well, I already did that, hence, yeah.
Warming up YouTuber body unit. Commencing epic reaction video in 3, 2, 1.
Woo! How's it going, homies? It's your boy, RobertIDK here, back on another track.
Take those stupid glasses off.
Okay, I'm sorry. I am the only man in town. That sounds like a dream come true. I would love to go a week without any male presence. I don't think I'd mind that. Actually, no, I'd probably go insane. My Story Animated. We're back. I missed you. It's been like 6 days, but we're back. How will you torture my mind today? How will you induce severe anxiety today? I am the only man in town. I've seen some comments lately that I scream a lot. I'm loud, you know, I hurt people's ears. That's not true. I wanna let you know, yes, I'm loud, but I'm not as loud as you think. I compress my audio so that when I do this, it's roughly the same volume as when I do this. So if you think that I'm yelling and hurting your ears, I am yelling, but I'm not hurting your ears. You may think this is really loud, but it's the same volume. I'm an audio wizard, you guys. I've been doing this for years. I'm not trying to hurt your ears. I don't want to hurt you. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's start the story. Tres, dos, uno.
I was the only boy born into a girl's village after 20 years.
Oh, I guess we're just getting right into it. You're not gonna tell me your name? That's fine. I don't care. Be that way.
When you're the first boy to be born into a village chock-block full of girls after 20 years, let me tell you, that's some burden to bear. All you guys out there are probably thinking it must be like winning the lottery. Girls flocking to your...
Yeah, I kinda am. I kinda do feel that way. Okay, obvious initial question, how are new people made if there's no boys in the whole village? That's the question that I have coming straight out of the gate.
Girls flocking to your feet everywhere. Yeah, it kinda was like that at first, but then things just got weird. Okay, so I live in a small village in East Europe.
Is this a village? These houses look pretty elaborate. Aren't villages, don't you live in a hut? You live in a, I know how ignorant that must sound, but I see this and I think town. I think small town.
And the women have been giving birth to only girls for the past 20 years. We aren't really sure why, but my village believes that they got cursed from a witch that they kicked out a long time ago. But if you ask me, I think God is the one punishing us for kicking her out.
There's something supernatural either way. I don't think it matters. Either way, you're suggesting that some magical supernatural force is causing this.
On top of all that, people in my village are not allowed to marry people from the outside. So, the moment my parents realized I was a boy...
Oh, guys, hit the bell icon! Hit the bell icon! I don't want you guys to miss it, okay? I don't want you guys... They were the one who told you. In fact, I think they actually, and if you really look in small writing here, it says, for RobertIDK. So, gotta hit it, just make sure.
So, the moment my parents realized I was a boy, they quickly wrapped me up in a blanket.
And threw me off the cliff.
And kept my gender a secret. They told everyone I was a girl, and that my name was Jackie, when in actual fact, I was a boy, and my name was Jared. A little bit weird, right?
Why not just go with Jack? Why not have the real male name be Jack? Because then if you accidentally call them Jack, you're not gonna trigger anyone's like, woo, woo, we got a boy over here. If you accidentally call your daughter Jared, I think that's gonna raise some red flags, Mr. and Mrs. Wienerhosen.
A little bit weird, right?
Yes.
But my parents had no other option. They knew that people would freak out if they found out I was a boy. No one in our village had given birth to a boy in more than 20 years. And my parents
You're the one, Neo.
so much attention. They just wanted me to live a normal life. Except it wasn't normal. And I only realized that now.
Didn't realize that something wasn't normal from the get-go? What leads you down the path of thinking that being the only Boy, how can you not realize that your life isn't normal?
I thought my life was like normal, but then I realized like it wasn't normal. I just realized that. I thought my life was normal, but I realized like it's like not.
Thinking back, at the time, I was none the wiser. I happily played with dolls and wore frilly dresses.
That's
and
cool.
let everyone call me Jackie.
That's cool.
I mean, I didn't even know I was called Jared. Well, that was until I was 5 years old. I was playing in our backyard when a woman appeared on the other side of the wall. She was dangling some candy in front of my face, and like a little puppy dog,
No, this is bad. This is bad. No. No candy from strangers. This is awful.
I kept looking back, expecting my parents to come running out to get me, but they were nowhere to be seen. The woman asked me to get into her car and told me that if I was a good boy,
No!
she'd give me more candy.
No!
I didn't even think twice. My parents never let me eat candy. But then, I realized she'd said good boy, and I turned to her and told her I was a girl. I'll never forget the way she threw her head back and let out a chuckle. She looked at me and said, "Sure, pumpkin, and I'm the president of the United States."
Hey, you're the psychopath here. This is no time to be making sarcastic remarks, Helena. Also, can I say real quick?
My parents never let me eat candy.
This is a textbook example. Don't completely deprive your kids of something that they enjoy. Like candy. If you never let your kids eat candy, when they finally do get offered candy by someone else, they will not think twice. That applies to so many things. If you don't let your kids watch Harry Potter, and then they go for a sleepover at their friend's house, and they're like, hey, you wanna watch some Harry Potter? Hey, if you do all my homework for a year, I'll let you watch some Harry Potter. They're gonna do it. They're gonna watch that Harry P lesson. Give your kids candy, but not a lot, but some, okay?
Oh, look, there's a flying pig. I fell for it and looked, and the next moment, she'd lifted up my dress and said, "See, you're a boy, you little freak." I didn't understand
You're
what
a
she
freak!
was talking about. And then she
Dude!
explained that I was a boy, and that my parents had been lying to me. Then she said the village mayor was offering a reward to the first woman to give birth to a son. And seeing as my parents were keeping me a secret, she'd hand me over and collect the reward money herself. I was too young to fully understand, but I knew I was in serious trouble. I started screaming.
Yo, if this woman is in serious trouble, if I have anything to say about it, not that I can affect the outcome of the stories. The story's already done. I'm just kind of seeing what happens. But I swear, there's usually a character I hate in these. This time, it's Helena. What a horrible person. You don't deserve those beautiful blue eyes. Only sweet, wonderful, kind people deserve brilliantly luscious blue eyes. She does not deserve to be in Blue Eye Gang. Helena, I hate you.
And this only made her drive faster. I have no idea why I did what I did next, but suddenly, I jumped onto her knee. She couldn't see where she was going.
Get her!
And that's when we crashed. We could have died, but I didn't care. At that moment, all I wanted was to get away from that horrible woman. And it was my lucky day, because all that happened was her car got a bit crushed, but I escaped without even a scratch. I started running back towards our village.
Okay, we got that demon out of the picture. Thank goodness. But hey, that's not cool. Don't tell someone what their gender is, you freak.
And she was chasing me, but I was too fast for her.
Ha! Yeah, you're too slow.
My parents suddenly drove by, and my mom burst into tears. Well, there was nothing that woman could do. She was well and truly caught now.
Okay, justice happened early in this one, I'm happy. Who knows where the next 7 minutes are gonna take us.
She was well and truly caught now. Turns out she'd escaped from a nearby psychiatric clinic, and they came and picked her up promptly. My parents had no other choice. They had to tell the mayor and everyone else that I was actually a boy, and that my name was Jared. But I like being Jackie, I told them. That just made my mom cry more.
Hey, if you wanna be Jackie, be Jackie. I like Robert personally. I'm good with Robert, haven't felt the need to change it to Jackie. But if you wanna change it to Jackie, change it to Jackie. You know what I'm saying?
And when she switched my dresses for shorts and t-shirts, I felt strange. I thought no one would want to be my friend anymore.
Yo, what Charlie Brown looking at? You got tatted? They gave you temporary tattoos as well? Yo, what can I say? I put on the basketball jersey and these things just came out of nowhere.
I thought no one would want to be my friend anymore, but I couldn't have been more wrong. All of a sudden, every girl wanted to be my friend. I was the center of attention, and honestly, it was too much. I was just a kid, Suddenly, I had girls hanging off me.
See, all those hormones are kicking in. They've never experienced the presence of a young male their age, ever. Those hormones are just raging. Yeah, obviously they're gonna go ballistic.
I had girls hanging off me, wanting to play with me all the time.
Wanting to play with my ball all the time. They just want to bounce my ball with me. They see my ball bouncing and they just come running.
How come I was more popular as a boy than a girl? Anyway, the older I got, the more intense it became. When I turned
Are you
12
shorter? You shorter than all the
Anyway.
girls? Girls do have their growth spurt before guys, but yikes, bruh.
Anyway, the older I got, the more intense it became. When I turned 12, the village mayor started a new tradition. From now on, every year on my birthday, I'd sit on a throne for the whole day. And all the women who wanted to conceive baby boys would come and bow at my feet. And one by one, they'd reach out and kiss my feet. It freaked me out so much. But the mayor told me he'd buy me a special gift if I did this one thing for the village.
Hey, Jared, let the women go and kiss your feet, and I will get you the one ice cream. One ice cream per woman kiss the feet. Every kiss the feet, you get one ice cream, Jared.
But Mr. Mayor, I want that.
No, Jared, you get the kisses, you get the ice cream.
One time, though, it was taken too far. One woman wouldn't stop kissing my toes, and suddenly, I felt a sharp pain shooting through my body. She'd gotten so carried away, she'd actually bitten down. I was even bleeding. After that, I refused to do it the following year. It was
Good.
just some stupid ritual that the village thought would bring them luck.
Run away.
Come on, it wasn't even working. I was still the only boy. When I turned 18, I decided the only way to handle all the attention was to just embrace it.
That's kind of how you have to deal with everything in life, honestly. Honestly? Yeah, if you can't control something, you have to embrace it. That's literally the only way to be happy in life, is to just accept the things you can't change. I don't mean to get philosophical. I'll say something stupid in a few seconds, I promise.
There was one girl, Sammy, who was actually pretty cute. And after she basically begged and stalked me for weeks, I agreed to be her boyfriend. Of course, all the other girls were jealous, and I was worried I was
Oh,
about to start
no.
World War III.
Oh no.
Looks like Sammy won. I actually felt like I was really falling for her. And one night, she invited me over to her house. Her parents were out, so we started making out. She was really hot. She reassured me they'd only be home much later, but suddenly we heard the door. I leapt behind the sofa half-dressed.
They haven't seen a naked man in decades. The parents come home, they don't care that their daughter's doing this. They care that they're seeing a shirtless man, and they have not seen that in 20 years. Oh my God, boys have nipples too! I forgot, I completely forgot.
And then things went horribly wrong. Well, how did it go? Did he put a baby in you yet?
My sensors have detected a certified bruh moment. Oh no, look at these, oh my gosh, these manipulative, horrible people.
Come on, Sammy, we aren't paying you all this money so you can sit around. Give us a grandson already. I couldn't believe it. She'd been using me. I stood up and gave her parents the biggest fight. Then I turned to Sammy and said, "Screw you. I hope it's a girl you have." Then I...
Jared, please, if you're gonna roast us, at least put your pants on, please.
Then I grabbed my clothes and walked out.
Put them on before you leave.
But then later, she fell off the stairs and had a miscarriage.
Wait, what?
But then later, she fell off the stairs and had a miscarriage. To everyone's shock, Sammy was actually pregnant with a baby boy.
So they did it. They went all the way. I thought they were just making out. You kind of left out that detail, Jared. You didn't tell me. My gosh, well, some dark stuff going on here, but I will laugh through the pain.
Women lined up outside my house for the whole day. Some even tried to enter my home. Everyone wanted my number and my
Zombies.
social media contact. They even put security to watch me.
Dude, just make a YouTube channel and get them all to subscribe. That's what you do. You gotta use that to your advantage, Jared. Make an OnlyFans. Yo, Jared makes an OnlyFans. Everyone in town pays for that. All I'm saying, Jared, you could... Doesn't have to be like this, Jared.
But then I was like, screw it. After the way Sammy used me, I decided to get revenge by dating as many girls as possible. Girls were basically falling at my feet, while guys around the world were doing the impossible to get girls' attention. So I dated a whole bunch of them at the same time, and they did everything for me. They got me food, gave me massages, and I got all kinds of gifts daily. I mean, we all know how much fun a guy like me can have with girls. They were just so hot and
I mean, you see a guy like me, we all know how much fun a guy like me can have with girls. I mean, look at me. It should come as no surprise that a stud like me can have a lot of fun with girls.
we all know how much fun a guy like me can have with girls.
Jared, you're getting a big head here. Humble yourself, Jared. We get it. You're a miracle baby.
They were just so hot and amazing. And the best part, I didn't have to work for it. But there was so much expectation. They all wanted sons. I wasn't ready to be a father. Babies were so not my thing. I tried to talk to my mom about
I don't think you need to be a father. Honestly, from the way it sounds, I don't think these girls even need you to be a father.
I tried to talk to my mom about it, but suddenly she started crying.
Oh my
I
gosh.
told her I wasn't interested in hearing about how much she wanted a grandson again. But then she took me by surprise. She told me she was sick, and that she didn't have much time left, and that she only wanted me to be happy. I felt so guilty. Was I being selfish? Why
Yes.
couldn't I just give my mom what she truly wanted, which was clearly a grandson? After our conversation, I asked Amy, who lived next door to us, if she wanted to be my girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, you wasted no time. The girl next door, Jared, you couldn't just take one day to weigh your options and see maybe this person is a better potential mate? My mom was crying, so, I went next door and I had sex.
I made her swear to keep it secret so that the other girls didn't get jealous. I felt like time was against us. Mom kept getting more sick, and Amy and I were having no luck getting pregnant. Then I thought, what if I had another girlfriend too? I don't know if it was the thought of losing my mom and not giving her what she wanted, or if I was actually going insane or something.
You're going insane. You've been insane. It's impossible to be in this situation and not go insane. It's okay, Jared. It's not your fault, but yes, you have gone insane.
But I asked Leanne, who lived at the end of the village, if she'd like to be my girlfriend too, and obviously she said yes. Please don't judge me for two-timing. I just felt desperate. And then hit the fan. Clearly.
Whoa. Don't judge you. You were like 20 timing earlier in this story. Why would I judge you for 2 when you had 20 2 minutes ago?
Clearly the universe wasn't playing with me. On the same day, they both called me and told me they were pregnant. Amy was a strict Catholic and said her parents would kill her if we didn't get married. So I married her at home, and we had
The Trump card.
and said her parents would kill her if we didn't get married.
The Trump card. Now, Jared, now you're screwed. I don't know how old you are, my boy. You don't look ready to be a father. Even in this photo that's just an imaginary thing, you don't look ready. You don't have a dad bod yet, so you can't be a dad. You can't be a dad until you have a dad bod. See, as you can see, I'm still very thin, very fit, and I don't have the dad bod yet. So once the dad bod comes, that's when it's the universe telling me it's time to be a dad. But you don't have a dad bod, so you come on.
So I married her at home, and we had a quiet little ceremony. But then, Leanne told her dad she was pregnant, and he threatened to beat my ass if I didn't marry his daughter. I knew I didn't have a choice, but was it even legal?
Sister wives.
But no one would need to know. This all happened in the same week. Suddenly, I had 2 wives and 2 babies on the way. Leanne's dad gave me a job on his farm, so I spent the daytime with Leanne. Then every night, I'd go home and stay with Amy. Can you believe I didn't get caught?
Leanne doesn't ever question why you are never home at night. Leanne never questions that. Hey, Jared, I just noticed, we're married. You work on the farm, so I know that, I see you around. But then after you are finished working, I never see you. I've never had dinner with you. I've never slept in the same bed as you. I don't know why. It just came to my mind, Jared. Something just seems a little bit weird about that. I mean, I'm sorry for asking. This may sound like I'm being crazy. I know. Why have I literally never seen you at night in my entire life, and we're married?
Can you believe I didn't get caught? My parents knew about
I can't.
Amy, but I just prayed they didn't find out about Leanne. I wasn't happy about it. In fact, I didn't feel anything for these girls, and I was sure it would get out at some point. And it did, because both of them gave birth to boys. I was there for Amy's and had to rush over to Leanne's to make her birth too.
On the same day? That could not have gone any worse. Yo, so many men are like, seeing my child be born was the most emotional day of my entire life. This dude has to do it twice in one day. Can you imagine the stress? I would faint. I couldn't stay conscious. I would not be able to stay conscious. I would pass out and die. Jared, you're a trooper, man. I can't even fathom.
And the mayor held another stupid ceremony. Well, there was no way I could go. Everyone would find out. I packed a small bag and gave my mom a kiss goodbye, and then I took my dad's old bicycle and cycled out of the village as far as I could.
You should have done that 10 years ago. Should have left 10 years ago, Jared. Be with your own kind.
I rented a small room at a cheap motel, but then every social media platform reported me missing. The whole village was looking for me.
He's gonna change his name to Jackie and be a girl. How crazy would that be? It all comes full circle. From Jared to Jackie to Jared to Jackie. That'd be wild.
I tried to disguise myself as someone else, and I started working at a grocery store nearby. A long time passed and no one found me. I started having male friends my age, which was pretty cool. But to be completely honest,
cool.
I also missed my family. I was scared of what they'd do if I went back to see them, so I never did. Until one day, after a whole year passed, I heard a knock on the door. It was the motel manager standing there with my 2 wives, and he said, "These women are looking for you." I wanted to run, but I saw that they were holding 2 adorable baby boys. My 2 wives told me, "We want you back. We don't care that you're married to both of us, but if it's too much for you, you can choose one. You can choose one. Choose one."
Choose one! The red pill or the blue pill. Take the red pill and you will have a baby that throws tantrums every 10 minutes and will eventually start stealing money from your bank account. Or take the blue pill to have a baby that barfs on you every 10 minutes and will get addicted to gambling. I choose both!
I hated how my life was like before, but after seeing my 2 boys, I couldn't stay here. My village needed me to have more children. Both of my wives were pretty cool, so I decided to stay married to them both.
Aw.
And eventually, I got a 3rd wife after a few years.
He got into anime and then he just had to do it. He's like, there's something missing from my life. Watches anime once. And sorry ladies, there's something missing. I've really gotten in touch with myself over the last couple months and there's just something else I need. Anime titties, baby. Anime titties.
Today, I became the proud father of 10 boys.
10 boys! If I had 10 sons for a single day, I would not live through the day. I would not live to see the morning. 10 boys, Jared, this is exhausting to even think about. I'm the proud owner of 10 boys. Can you imagine? I would go and I'd give names for all these Joe Schmoes over here, but I'm not going to. I don't know why they've got pink anime hair. I guess because he had them with the anime girl. I can't fathom that. I can't fathom it. 10 boys. Is there a moral to this story? I don't think so. The moral is, well, one of the morals is let your kids eat candy. Every now and then, not all the time. But don't deprive them of candy because otherwise then some stranger will offer them candy and they'll be like, okay. Second of all, real life, there's not a curse. I don't know what else to say to you, Jared. I'm glad that you're the proud owner of 10 men, 10 boys to 10 men. That story was exhausting. I am going to go sleep and hopefully not have nightmares of me having 20 kids. Go check out one of my other videos. You owe it to yourself. I will see you there. I'll see you there, right? And yeah, I'll see you next time. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one.